What do you do when you've been giving money to a beggar and then you find out that they're not actually homeless? Well, one Oklahoma City man by the name of Daniel Ayala found out that happened to him, and his reaction was a little violent. Take a look.
It's like this Thursday, and you got a better car than me. This is crazy. You asking for money in the middle of the street, and you drive a 2013 car, so you're gonna tell me you're not gonna drive this car? Your son's gonna come pick you up. Or you take it and bear it back to her. Listen, I work hard for my money. I don't appreciate this shit. And that's why people like you get taken advantage of people like me. This is bullshit. I see this car here tomorrow, I'm gonna fucking bust the window. How much you wanna bet? I see this car tomorrow, watch it. I work fucking hard. 40 hours. I see you hungry. I give you every day $3, $2. Thursday, I did not eat to give you $4. And you drive a better car than me? Bumbo car. I better not see this car tomorrow. I better not see it.
All right, so the woman drives a 2013 Fiat. She's believed to be 78 years old, and the woman who was filming the video was contacted by the grandchildren of the woman, and they said that they are appalled by the video and that their grandmother wasn't doing anything illegal. I want to know what you guys think. Francis, let me start with you. Make your point.
Well, I think that she is being she's making the tax man look like a nice guy, because she's taking taxpayers' money, if this is true, and basically she doesn't need it because she's begging and pretending that she needs this money. And this guy, as you see in the video, he gives his lunch money, like he didn't eat one day because he gave her that money. So I found it kind of appalling, to be honest, and I thought it may be a little harsh to break a window or stuff like that. I don't want to encourage violence, but I definitely thought if it's true, it's a very shady thing to do.
Andy, what about you? Make your point.
I just wanted to clarify. I'm not 100% sure, but is he, because it's been reported a couple different ways, is he also a beggar, or is he not?
No, he's not.
He is. We're sure he's not.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know that on its face, I agree with you. I think that it's totally kind of just gross in so many ways, but it's also just kind of like sort of a bunch of idiots yelling at each other in a lot of senses. We don't really know if the woman's that's really her car or not.
Yeah,
also,
that's a good point.
Was she shuttling it for somebody else? Maybe she was just doing a favor for somebody, and like one of her kids, and she's really destitute, and I mean, we just don't know enough, I think, to say we would like to have a definitive, this is right, this is wrong, conclusion.
I think that you're right about that. I hesitate to comment on this story because we don't know the truth about who that car belongs to. It could belong to one of the grandchildren, right? However, if it does belong to one of the grandchildren, I would argue that they would say that to the press to kind of clear up their grandmother's name. Nonetheless, I think that this is the type of story, unfortunately, that you'll have an entire political group in the country focus on, and then they'll make an argument against governmental programs that help the poor. They'll talk about fraud. They'll talk about how our taxpayer money is going toward people who don't want to work. They're just lazy. And so I hate seeing cases like this. It might not be illegal. Let's say we believe it on the face and what she did was a lie and she actually does have money, but she's begging anyway, right? If she is doing it, no, it's not illegal, but at the same time, it sends a really, really bad message that goes against what good people in the country want to do in helping poor people, right? Taking advantage of people that want to do good in society is a terrible thing to do, especially right now when we're dealing with individuals that want to basically fight one another in the middle class and working class as opposed to fight the system that's keeping us down in the first place. So here's the question for the story. Have you ever caught someone in a lie, or have you been caught lying? Andy, let me start with you.
All right, so for some time of my youth, I was a local news reporter for a couple websites in Santa Monica. And we used to find all of these instances, specifically with a lot of the schools, like Santa Monica College, where there were either certain political organizations or maybe even like local eateries who were just trying to take advantage of kids, charging them extra for things, certain little shady business practices. We like to shine a light on them. When that happens, people just go crazy. They hate it. They threaten to sue you. They try to get everybody else involved and burn down your newsroom. But I survived at least.
Oh, wow.
I'm the only one.
Oh, wow. All right. Francis, what about you?
I think my biggest lie, it lies in with the with TYT actually. I said in my application, yeah, well, that's just probably what's going to happen. Mark Register will be watching. I said to Mark that I was a whiz at social media, was my words, and I was a social media advisor that I'd been done for 2 years. And what I meant is that I'm very good at Instagram. I can know the good filter to put in. So I basically came into the office to see the job, and Mark was like, "Have you got any experience?" I was like, "Pretty good at Instagram. I can like post pictures." And he's like, "Have you got any 2 or 3 years experience like we said on the application?" No. And then lucky enough that day I was dressed half decent and he asked me to be a host. So I went from applying for a job that I was so underqualified for that I lied, said I was qualified for, and I ended up getting me here. So if you lie, then you can get a good job.
All right, okay. Don't take that advice, okay? Worked out for you, might not work out for everyone. Yeah, well, I feel like people like to embellish a little bit in their resumes. I certainly did that as well. All right, so in terms of me getting caught in a lie, all of my big lies probably happened when I was a teenager and I was dating someone my parents did not want me dating. Do I lie here and there now? Sure, but they're white lies because I don't want to hurt people's feelings. But in the past, it was like, okay, I'm going to sneak out of the house at like 9:30 at night, like an idiot when my parents are still awake, and then I'm not going to get caught, right? Of course I got caught. So I'd sworn up and down to my mom, I'm not seeing this guy, I swear, it's been such a long time. And then one day she walks into my room, sees I'm gone, and then realizes where I am, okay? But I like snuck out of the house a lot. So I got away with it for a really, really long time. So I don't know, it was kind of worth it.
Until now.
Until now, until now. But let us know if you guys have ever been caught a lie, or if you've been caught in a lie. We want to hear your stories in the section below. And of course, we'll see you guys soon.